What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I thought I'll jump in and give you guys a pretty big comic book haul. This is 3 weeks worth of comics, and these 3 books here are from next week. So whenever I release this, these books might have already just come out, so that's exciting. And then I've got some books from 3 different stores in Leeds and Sheffield, so we're just going to talk about it, and I'm so excited to just release some content again. So the first book is from Sheffield Space Centre. Me and Jake's Cool on the Internet, go check him out. I'll tag him down below. He did an interview there with the owners of Sheffield Space Centre. Incredible people there. If you're in the Sheffield area or Leeds or anywhere, honestly, go check them out. They've got a huge collection, I would say, of manga, DVDs, books, graphic novels, trades, anything. And I managed to pick up book 4 of Wonder Woman Dead Earth by Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. I've got books 1, 2 and 3, and I needed 4, so really glad to have that. I've got the deluxe edition, but to have the single, which is incredibly hard to come by, is a lovely bit. It's a nice addition to my collection. So next book, we went to a place called 3 Box Comics. That is the logo right there. I've been looking for this book for years. When I first got back into comics, this artist and writer was she was on my list. I'm like, I need to find this book, and it is Lady Killer by Joelle Jones. I've never seen this out in the wild, and I've got it. So luckily Jake was there, and he was the goat, and he got it for me. So massive shout out to Jake's Corner Inter for that. I can't shout him out enough. Really fun day with him, and we hit a lot of comic book shops, nerdy shops, Travelling Man, 3 Box Comics, OK Comics, Forbidden Planet, Sheffield Space Centre. We went to a lot of shops, and I got Lady Killer. I'm going to give this to my partner to read, because I think this is right down her alley, but I'm going to read it first, so I'm very excited to read that. Next book is a Daniel Warren Johnson cover, and it is DCKO issue 5, just his variant cover. I never managed to pick this variant cover up, and now that I've got it, it's sick. Batman and Superman off the top rope. Yeah, so that's going to go on my wall at some point. And then the next books are from the guy himself, Rich from Untold Comics, and he sent me this lovely little bit of artwork on the package itself, and then with this inside. So if you're in the Kidderminster, Birmingham area, go check him out. If you're not, trust me, if you're not, travel down. He is online, so check him out online. But we have got a massive stack. I'm gonna show the new books at the end, because depending on when I release this, I don't know if I'll add those. But first off, we've got issue 19 of Absolute Batman, the introduction of the Robins. I'm very excited to read this. I'm very late. I've not been collecting or reading comics recently, so I've got a massive stack to catch up on. Then we've got Batwoman issue 2. I really liked issue 1. The art is very interesting. I'm hoping that they lean towards a different avenue besides Kate Kane's and her sister. I give Batwoman her own villain, but I'm very excited, and I love Batwoman. And then we've got another next level book, Deathstroke the Terminator by Tony Fleece. I love Tony Fleece, and issue 1 was really good. I thought I would like Batwoman more, but Deathstroke, it's just incredible, so I'm very excited for this. Next book we've got, oh my god, another next level book, The Fury of Firestorm. Didn't manage to pick it up when it first came out. I'm trying to get as many of these DC next level books as I can, so this is very exciting. I've never read a Firestorm. The most I've seen of him is from DC Legends of Tomorrow, I think, or Arrow. So I'm excited to see that, and I think this sounds a lot like WandaVision, him going into a town, and he doesn't sound to me like the hero he should be. I could be wrong, so I'm very excited for that. Neighborhood Watch issue 1. Renee reads, she has mentioned this on her Instagram, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to, I trust her judgment, and this looks really cool, what I've seen of it, and the cover is really cool. So, you know, trying to get more into Image, even though everything I've said so far besides that has been DC. But hold on. I've never read any of the Lost Fantasy, but Fireborn looks really cool, and it's a big, thick boy, giant size. So issue 1 of Fireborn. Even if I have to read Lost Fantasy to understand this, I don't care. This looks really cool. So I like a thick boy. And then, because I'm trying to catch up with Something That's Killing the Children, I've got issue 46 of Something That's Killing the Children. Sick cover, and I think this is a prequel anyway, like a flashback to Erica, so it really doesn't really matter. I have got a list of the reading order for Something That's Killing the Children, and I'm excited to put that into work. I know that I've finished volumes 1, 2 and 3 of Something That's Killing the Children, so I think it's House of Slaughter next, and then House of Slaughter, Book of Slaughter. I could be wrong, but I'm very, very excited for that. So moving on to the next 3 books that are coming out today. Yes, today. I've got these early and I've read 2 of them, and oh my god, they are incredible. So first book is Red Roots by Image Comics. Wild. This book is wild. It's so fun. So it leaves you with so many questions, but I think issue 2 is going to answer a few of them. Even if they don't, this book was really fun, and I'm excited to see where it goes. To me, I'm more excited about this than I was White Sky. I could have picked up Dork today from OK Comics, but I decided to leave that because I'll just get the trade. But Red Roots, I had to be there for that. And then another next level book, and that is Zatanna. I loved the little tiny mini series, and it's by Campbell. They did the art and the writing on the first book, so yeah, and look at that cover. That look so stunning. And then my favourite book of this week that's coming out is, I love this book so much. I love it so much. I need a new. That's sad. Oh, that's so sad. But it is Feral issue 22. But it is a very, very special issue because I'm going to have to get a new bag and board for this. Let me show you because I love it. And also the homage cover. If you leave it down in the comments and let me know what this homage cover is. But this issue is so special. I've never read an issue like this. But just keep an eye out for that. Stray Dogs. Oh my god, it's so cool. So, if you haven't it, basically, the story starts with Feral and the cats, where I left off. And as you know, Stray Dogs and now Feral on the same, I don't want to say universe because that sounds very MCU, but end of chapter 2, and then you just flip a few pages and it turns upside down and you start again on Stray Dogs. I know there is books like this, and then it picks up right where Sophie and the Stray Dogs left off, and it all meets up in the middle. And apparently the next book is going to be like this as well, which I'm so excited for. I think books like this, and this is why physical media is important, because you don't get that on digital. You do not get that in digital. Look at that. That's so cool. I love it. Absolutely love it. But overall, that is definitely my pick of the week. I think it's just a mental book, and Feral and the way it's drawn, brought to life, and these homage covers, I'm sorry, but they're just... I love them. But that is a fat stack of comics, if I must say so myself. I have finally got some comics, and I've got some reading to do now. So my TBR has grown. Even though I've not been buying comics, my TBR has still not gone down. I'm rereading manga and comics now, so it's just slightly growing, but that is a healthy chunk to put me on for a good few weeks. Yes, weeks, because it does take me a while to read comics, but I'm excited. So, but massive shout out to OK Comics and Forbidden Planet, and especially Sheffield Space Centre. If you haven't already, go check out Jake's Corner of the Internet video. I don't know when it's going to be released, so just make sure you keep an eye out for that. But incredible. It was really fun being behind the scenes of him doing that video, and I'm not going to spoil it too much, but it was really fun. So it was really nice to hang out with him come up to Leeds and Sheffield and then hang out. So, but that's it for today. That is the comic book haul. I have got so much to read. I am lost for words. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know, guys, what is your pick of the week, because mine is definitely Feral.